we should get a link to YouTube.
Can you send me a link to YouTube on private chat?
Mm-hmm. 1 second. I'm just waiting for it to show up. I think there it goes. All right, private chat. Oh, 6 people already. My God. We're basically famous. Yeah, this is it. We've made it. I'm going to post in Discord real quick.
Sure.
Announcement. Wrapping up adding Unistyles v3 to Create Expo Stack. Boom. Let's just notify 600 people real quick. And I think that on Twitter, it should have already like done the thing. So
yeah, I can see you.
Yeah.
On Twitter. Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. You messaged me on Twitter. You thought I overslept. It's a valid assumption. I very much could have overslept.
You did. We are 15 minutes late.
Yeah, you're right. I was awake. I was just like, oh fuck. Okay. All right, let's do this. Because I went to bed at like 2 a.m. I think, or something, or 3. I think it's 3 a.m. Yeah, I definitely went to bed at 3 a.m. All right. So
wait, so for you it's 7 or 8 a.m.
It's 8.
It's 8. Okay. So for me it's 5 p.m. right
yeah.
now.
Yeah. No, I think this is a good time for you. I think this is the right time.
Yeah. Today I'm better prepared because I have 2 displays.
That's going to be a game changer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to sort of do what last time on Dragon Ball Z type of thing. We were adding Unistyles to Create Expo Stack. Create Expo Stack being like a highly configurable way to create a new Expo project. And it already used version 2, so we're migrating it to version 3, and we did a bulk of the work in order to, make that upgrade happen. It's basically going through a number of the different, templates, which use EJS, and just kind of swapping out patterns and a lot of syntactic sugar for the new version 3 approach. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through, and you said that you had already converted at least one of the core templates through then. And we're just going to kind of see all of the different iterations that we can do. And we're going to kind of like cover any missing ground so that we can open this PR and hopefully everything should be good. Yeah. And then later this week or early next week, we'll also be adding, in a similar fashion, React Native reusables. So, yeah, that is that. Okay, so let's get started. You have what in front of you here?
So right now, I'm soon after our last stream. I changed a few things. So as you probably remember, and maybe some of you who watched the previous stream, we had a problem with switching the themes right here. And the problem was actually here. So by default, Create Expo Stack was applying here light mode. So it was fixed. I couldn't change it. As soon as I generated from the template that for Unistyles, please also use automatic, it worked. So yeah, so that was the one change. I also updated the base version to beta 6. So we are right now on beta 6 of Unistyles. Soon, most likely, I will release beta 7. Yeah, done. Maybe I will zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure if I
I
can
think
use.
I was trying to see. I think it's a little too small. So if you could zoom in a bit. But I was going to say regarding the beta thing, that means so it's still not latest. Like if you wanted to use V3, at least in the way that we're using it here, you're going to want to specifically make sure that you're using this. What is it? A pre-release version, or is it just
Yes,
like
so
it's like a
on
beta?
on on npm it's beta or next. Still, Unistyles 2.2 is the default version or the latest version. But
Mhm.
yeah, we are still working on the next releases, so hopefully soon we'll release something stable or
Sure.
first release candidate. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
hopefully, maybe even having it part of Create Expo Stack will help surface some of those issues. So if you do,
yeah.
anyone out there, start using Unistyles via Create Expo Stack, and you see any issues, definitely go to the repo and open up any issues.
Yeah. So quick recap. As you can see here, we already updated few templates. There is no other place where I see old imports or old syntax. So maybe it will work for the other templates. But for now, we only have export router plus stack. So done. Maybe we'll try to use another template without any changes.
Yeah.
So create expo stack.
Yeah, so what he's doing here is when you work on Create Expo Stack, you can actually build it locally. And so he's running his local version and he's using specifically the CLI. Let me see if I can move our pictures here so that we're not in the way.
Mhm.
That should be the
Yeah,
ticket.
it's better.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so he's using like the local version. Do you mind one more? Would that be too much? Zooming in one more time.
One more time. Sure, I will try. Font size. So we are on 17. Okay, it's better a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Uh,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's use
I'm just
20.
I'm viewing this on my MacBook Pro. It's like I think 13-inch, so or whatever the medium size is. So I'm assuming that that's pretty much what most people would be watching on, if not a dedicated monitor. So it you can see what's going on. It's a little small, but you
Yeah,
can see what's going on.
yeah. So as you can see, we have few templates. We started with export router and we started with stack. So it's already done. It's here. It works. So let's try tabs this time.
And
And
these are
let's
just different
use
navigation styles.
styles.
Yeah, you have like stack navigator, tabs navigator with stack navigators inside of each tab, and then a drawer, which just also adds a drawer in there.
Yeah, so let's give it a second to compile and generate all the files. I actually found a way how to quickly update everything. So firstly, I generate the project, then
Mm-hmm.
I fix it inline, and then I go to the template and fix it in the template. So it's easier for me.
Yep. That works so long as the changes that you're making are few in number. Because
Yeah,
if it's too many, but like in this case, we're not going to run into that issue. However, like when we were working, Zach and I on React Native reusables changes, that required a lot of changes. That was kind of difficult for that one.
hmm. Also, I already prepared the command, so it will run everything.
Yep.
So we don't need to jump between folders and so on.
Perfect. Perfect. So you're so prepared.
Today I
I
am prepared.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You've done incredibly well. I'm looking forward to how aware and awake I will be at 5 p.m. my time, which should be like 4 a.m. your time or something.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but this is good. It's important to have someone that is fully awake on a stream. that is for anyone aiming to stream out there. That's like rule number one. Make sure someone is awake. And if you're not awake, then coffee. And if not coffee, instant coffee.
Yeah.
Oh God.
For you, it must be tough, but for me, I'm still at work, so it's easy to join the stream. But for you to get up from bed,
it's not as bad as having to give a talk. Like, because like when I fly to Europe, right, and I'll like give a talk there, you're still jet lagged. You're still kind of like, completely jogged. And it could be genuinely like for you 2 a.m. or something. And you it doesn't matter. You have to go up there and do the damn thing, So it's good practice. It's I like it. I'm just not gonna be as witty as I normally am, but maybe that's for the best. So yeah. So are you just building? Oh, this is actually building the project. You're not building Create Expo Stack right now, right?
No, I'm building the project. I'm building tabs because after our like 2 weeks ago we had a stream. Yeah. So after that, I already converted other files, so maybe it will work, hopefully, but most likely we will see some discrepancies on the navigation level, like the background is still white and so on. So we will try to update it. But overall, most of the components should be fine. Let's see in a second.
Yeah, and at any point we can, if you want, talk more about the stuff pertaining to like native wind. I submitted my talk, by the way, for React Native Connection, and I think I'm gonna submit my app.js one today. And it includes the modularity stuff that we were talking about. I actually still have to go back through and read our chat with Mark. I caught the tail end of it, but I like not the full thing. There was just like a wall of text, like from you and then from Mark.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. A lot of knowledge between two sides, but we
it's
will find
cool
a way.
though. It's cool. All right, so we've got the project built, and so that's the tabs one. It looks like.
I think it looks okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I wonder are the icons broken? I feel like the icons are broken. That might not be having to do with you. You know what? Let me run the project locally. But why don't you can go through the project and see if anything looks
I already see some issues. Yeah, so for now I can see that text is updated, white. but not the background and not the navigation. So that's our case. So we need to update it. Okay, so let's start from the generated files. So I will see how it looks like. So we have so if you use Expo Router, you need to override the default entry point here. So we already have it. And then we need to import and initialize Unistyles. So this is like the regular file with two teams. We have some breakpoints and so on. So it's not important. So let's start with the app components. So we have a layout. Here, everything looks good, although we have Unistyles. So it was from the version 2.0. And it's incorrect. You shouldn't initialize Unistyles here. So let's fix that quickly. I guess we should go to the templates, packages, Expo Router, and this time tabs.
Yeah, and just to clarify what you're doing here, we did go over it before, but just to clarify again, Create Expo Stack is broken down into two, when you work on it, two sets of files. One is base files, which exist basically in every single configuration, and the other is packages. And the packages is then going to contain library specific files. So Unistyles has its own folder. So you're in the Unistyles folder, or what was it, the Expo Router one maybe?
right now I'm on Expo Router, and
Yeah.
here I can see that we don't need this Unistyles import here. So I will remove it from the application, generated application, and
Mm-hmm.
I will go to layout. So Expo Router, tabs, and layout.
Mm-hmm.
And here, so done, yeah. So done is using these template files, and here we can target, for example, Unistyles. And like this is the corresponding file, but it has a different extension. If I removed from here Unistyles, I will just remove Unistyles from here, and we are good. So that's my strategy on how to update it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just for further context, I have run the whatever the style sheet tab Expo router option so that we can compare it to something. So like I know what it visually should look like. It's like in front of me. And yeah, those icons are not broken. That's the correct way they should look.
So this is the correct look of light theme.
The light theme, it's a little difficult to tell the exact coloring, but I'm gonna send you a screenshot of my simulator in Discord.
Okay,
I don't know if you can check Discord while you're on this
I
thing,
can.
but yeah. So then you'll be able to probably compare a little more closely. But I think that your thin line there between tab 1 and the descriptor is a little bit darker than it should be.
Here?
No, no,
Or
no.
here?
Under,
Here.
yeah,
Okay,
that
yeah,
one.
you're right. You're right. Okay, but apart from that, it looks the same. I can
It
see
does. Yeah.
grayish background and white navigation. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Also, then I'm not sure if this is from my fork or you have issue with the internationalization package because, oh no, sorry, this is the template. My bad. Forget it. Let's go back to the application. So let's check modal. So here we have screen content, status bar, everything is fine. This is for not found. Okay, so I must admit that it looks good for the navigation file. So let's go deeper. So yeah, so here we need to update something because navigation is a third-party module, so Unistyles is not able to update it without re-renders. So as you can see, we changed the theme. Navigation stays white, and it's because most likely here we need to update our tabs, and in the other layout we need to update the header. So how to approach it? We can safely use navigation. Use Unistyles. This is like a hook from Unistyles. It will re-render your content, but for the navigation, it's fine. React Navigation handles it correctly. It won't re-render the content of your screen, only the navigation. Here you can access theme. Okay, cool. And now let's try to update tabs. Style, header style. Can I use background color here? Yeah. And we have dark background. Cool.
Oh, nice.
What else do we need to update? I guess we need to update the header title. Yeah.
Yeah, because tab 1 is going to be there, and then also it looks like the icon did not change. Do we want to have the icon color change in header right?
Yes, well, I will try to do that. So colors, what do we have here? Typography. Cool, we have tab 1, and we have icon, so I guess it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be great. We're sort of simultaneously upgrading to Unistyles v3 and also adding dark and light mode variants, right? And these are treated as variants in Unistyles, I think.
Actually, they are not a variants.
Oh, really?
In Unistyles, we have multiple teams. You can switch between them without re-renders, so that's cool.
That's
Okay,
cool.
so
Yeah.
let's update the layout inside the tabs. So this is like the template file from Create Expo Stack. So I added this import, and I need if statement, but I don't remember the syntax, so I will go here,
Yeah, it's
and
that
I
open
will,
caret percentage.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I will copy it and I will revert it quickly. So copy, revert, cool. And let's go here. So if you use a styling package Unistyles, you need to import this one. Okay, and now we need to add hook. I think I have broken like the indentation. For me,
Oh, dude.
default is 4. For you is 2, but I will update it before the pull request.
Sure. There's actually like there's so many of these minor things I just want to personally level up on, but it's also something that you know how people come up with these AI tools for
Mhm.
PRs and stuff. I think that like linting is just like one of those things. Like create some sort of AI based tool that just does all of that to the code. Um, and there should just be an agreed upon configuration. I know that's basically what linting is, but yeah, I don't know how to set things up. I think it's just a setting in VS Code that you just have to set like it's either tabs or spaces basically. But then people have it
I'm
configured differently. You know, like you would have one thing, I'd have another. We'd have to
Actually,
be
you
like,
can force it. You need to
really?
use file code editor config. So this is like the special file that you need
Uh
to
huh.
put in the root of your project,
Uh
and
huh.
you can force it.
Wow. Okay. So you guys do that for Unistyles, I assume.
Yes, yes, we do.
Okay.
Down here we have black color. It's hard coded, so we can use
Yeah.
something cool from the Unistyles, but I will keep it simple. So let's use, or we can do, no, we can do that because we need to update it for the other templates. So we can use colors astral. So we'll have blue color here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Yeah, and
now the
it's like
hardest part.
we should ultimately be supporting light dark mode for all the other templates as well. So
Yeah.
that'll be like a next step that I'll probably handle.
Okay, let's copy it. So for the Unistyles, you can. Okay, let's ignore the indentation. I will fix it
Mm-hmm.
later. And do you remember that? So it's else, and then do you
And then the
remember the?
open, the yeah, but not the closing one. Yeah. And then the line, if you just want to complete out that, then it'd be the same thing, but then just an end curly brace.
Okay, cool,
As,
cool.
yeah, exactly. And then end curly brace. Perfect.
Okay, I guess we are good. Okay, so we can switch the header. Yes, cool. It works.
Oh, and that transition too. Oh, that's smooth.
Now let's go to bottom tabs. I'm not sure
Yeah.
where I can configure them. I guess here,
Uh,
our icon. Yeah, is here.
yeah. Yeah. Right in the tabs. Yeah, because with Expo Router, you're configuring these things right where you're declaring the tab screen. It's part of the options. Yeah.
Okay, but I guess we can ignore the tab bar icon color because it looks okay. Yes, it's blue all the time, but we should update tab bar style, yeah, and background color to theme colors
Mm-hmm.
background. Let me see. Yeah, we have it.
Wow. Dude, I love this. I love the interface of Unistyles. I think it's really great. I think I was going to suggest, by the way, and I want to do this for Native Wind as well, but I think it's important to highlight what the project might look like even with a complex configuration. So not necessarily like immediately, but it might be good down the line to have an example project or something like that in the Unistyles like repo or whatever,
Yeah.
that just shows like what it's like to have animations and transitions, and just some of the stuff that a lot of folks who are coming from web are used to seeing and would likely implement. Because I think that a lot of styling libraries, like a lot of the battle testing, is what does the interface look like for introducing that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I
why.
was just going to say, like, this is relatively simple stuff, obviously, but I just love the interface of Unistyles. It's very elegant.
Thank you. I also like how Create Expo Stack works because I can link it in Unistyles docs. As it will be the easiest way to generate the project with all the good practices, and I hope I will be able to maintain it. So yeah, you will get the fresh version from Create Expo Stack.
Yeah, at the very least, issues tend to be created for specific libraries. And so if you don't fix it, somebody can. So it
Yeah.
might just be that the open source community ends up doing it. What's even better, like I think we talked about this last time, but that you can begin to leverage Create Expo Stack in order to help people create reproductions really quickly.
Hmm.
Like there's no
Yeah.
longer a reason for people not to do that. Like we do that for
Yeah.
Native
That's a
Wind.
great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a script that literally will just close issues in Native Wind if you don't provide a reproduction, because it's so easy to do that like there's no reason to do it. And
Yeah.
and so many people will run into the problem of like misconfiguring Native Wind, which won't be an issue, in version 5 because we're adapting Tailwind 4, and they get rid of the tailwind.config.js as a necessity. So, but yeah, to avoid having people misconfigure, say, Unistyles, like while creating issues or whatever, is pretty good. I don't know how much that's commonly an issue for you guys, of people
Yeah.
misconfiguring their projects.
Actually, they put a lot of reproduction repositories, so I guess it's not that bad. But if we
Yeah.
will force it or ask to get a repro in Create Expo Stack, that's a win-win because I can easily debug it and
Mm-hmm.
I can easily fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we are need to do. I can see that we have problem with the background here, so it's always gray, and I know why, because if you open the index tab, there is import from the React Native. So what do we need to do? We
Sorry,
need
before
to
you move forward on that, for the icon colors in the bottom tab, do you want to change those colors as well to the? Because if you change toggle to dark mode, I think they stay the same color. They're
yeah,
just sort of that. But did you want to have that be something more like a white?
we can do that. We can do that, but I'm not sure if I have anything cool in the templates. So we have background.
Mm-hmm.
So we can use another key like icon,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe here. So for the light, it should be black. Yeah. And for the
Yes.
dark, it
It should
should
be
be,
white.
yeah. So I guess we need to refresh the project because we need to inject the new theme.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. So let's add it to the layout,
And that
this
that should
layout.
work because theoretically, if yeah, at least in a simple project like this, if you want one of your icons a certain color, generally they're all going to be that color. You know? Yeah, there you go. Did the
We can
second one? Oh, the
also,
second one's just not selected. It's not active. That's
yes,
why
we
it's.
can also, I guess there is another color, like tint color for inactive, so we can update it too. But
Yeah, that might be
uh,
overkill, or yeah, like it's we don't need to do that, but yeah, it's something to be mindful of at the very least.
okay, so let's move to the index here. So we need to replace the import. So let's use, okay, so this is like the great example on how to update your view from React Native to React Native Unistyles. You just need to remove style sheet, import, go to your favorite code editor, click import. Where is import from Unistyles? There is no import from Unistyles. So you need to import from Unistyles, hit save, nothing changed, yeah? But you just need to convert your function to your object to function. Now you have access to theme, and you can simply write use background color.
So beautiful, so beautiful. I like how it worked too. You'd have been bummed out if it didn't work there.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's one of my favorite parts of Unistyles right there, is that transition is just so straightforward. It's almost like it's so simple that I think you could potentially even write a script to do it for you across all of
Yeah.
your files. You
It's
know?
possible, yeah.
Yeah. Man, that would be
Okay,
kind of cool. You guys have a CLI, right? Or no?
no,
Okay. It might be
we
cool
don't.
to, depending on how much work you want to throw into this thing, it might be an interesting thing to have it try to do it and then just be like, yeah, resolve all the diffs or whatever of places it didn't work. Because you could do a pretty easy like find and replace, right? You would just have to find the style sheet location and then replace it with a function, like a callback that you're passing, and replace the import. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's actually a great idea. So we thought about the upgrade script, but for now it's too early. We want to polish
yeah, no, that's not a right now thing. If anything, that's something you engage the open source community to do. Those things can be very tricky. I've been playing around with the idea of introducing a native wind one, but that's only because there's quite a few other things that CLI could handle beyond just things like we're talking about. So.
Okay, so for Unistyles, so for any other framework, use React Native. But for Unistyles, we need to import it from Unistyles. So here we need to copy these lines. Okay, cool. Oops. Okay. So now we have import, and the last part is to update the style sheet create. So let's copy the script from above. And again, for any other, use React Native style sheet. And for Unistyles, use Unistyles style sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is now making changes for files that are more shared. Yeah.
And actually, we need to do the same for the second tab. So most likely we need to convert it. So let's start from the template, as I already have everything. So for Unistyles, so let's remove it. For Unistyles, use.
We'll have to do the same for React navigation, I think, as well.
I know.
So, yeah. But I think actually that should largely cover it. The other libraries do not have visual elements to them, like Zustand or Zustand. How do you pronounce that? Do you know?
Zustand.
I think it's Zustand. Yeah,
it's German,
Zustand.
I guess.
Yeah,
yeah, it's Zustand.
Yeah,
whatever you want to pronounce it, or however.
Thank God Mark Rusevi isn't in here. He'd be like,
Yeah.
Zustand. or some crazy shit. Yeah. So for that or EAS or auth libraries, I don't think that there's any visual changes they introduce. So as long as we cover React Navigation and Expo Router, we should be good. Yeah.
Yeah. We are already good with the tabs. I can also check these lines. As you said, it has a different color, but maybe I switched the theme color.
Yeah,
I
like in
guess
general, you mean?
Yeah, I guess it's screen content, and here you have separator. Yeah, and for me it's typography. So you can change it to whatever you like. I
Okay.
don't have border, but I can use icon. It's the same color, but Astral, yeah. So we have like a blue color. Let's
Sure.
ignore it for now. It
That's
should
totally
be
cool.
okay.
Yeah. And then I just remembered, I guess we'll have to do the drawer one as well, right? Because there's the I mean, I guess it's technically part of the Expo Router and React Navigation packages, but there's the stack, the tabs, and then there's the drawer, and the drawer has its own kind of things you'll probably want to toggle or that would change based off of theme visually. That is.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we also have
Yeah, there's the
modal.
modal. Yeah, the modal as well, but that's just one page, and it's pretty much the same. So it's not going to be. You're not even going to have to create any new styles for it, I don't think. Or as far as the theme is concerned.
So let's move to another template, and later I will update the model screen. Okay, so the last one, like you said, is drawer. So let's use it with Unistyles. No. Okay, so it's building. Let's see how it works.
Yeah.
And how it looks like. But yeah, overall, you just need to tweak a little bit navigation, and everything else should work out of the box.
So to the point of animations, how do you currently handle animations in Unistyles? How does that, like, if I want to do that stuff, like, can you walk me through just like what that experience is going to be like?
Yeah, so we simply not doing anything special about the animations. We prefer to use reanimated.
Mm-hmm.
So Unistyles version 2.0 and 3.0 can handle reanimated nodes. So you just need to write regular reanimated animation, and that's all. Like we don't have any presets and so on.
So whatever is there, and however people are used to working with reanimated, that will work the same way.
Correct.
Okay.
That's our goal. We don't want to like duplicate the logic and so on. I guess reanimated is the best, so we can build anything else that is better. At least not in the single month or two. We just need to spend few years to do that, but it's out of our target.
Yeah, I do remember being at React Native London, and Software Mansion showed me. I was really surprised that they didn't end up speaking. It would have been a crazy reveal, but they just released Reanimated 4, and I got a sneak peek of that all the way back in, I think, what was it, November is when React Native London was, and hear about. I don't know if you've met him at all. He in person, he's a very excited individual sometimes, and he's just like, he like pulls me over. He's like, Dan, you have to see this. You have to see this. And, I go check it out. And my mind damn near blew out the back of my head. I was like, this is one of the most beautiful things ever.
That's true.
Reanimated 4 is very impressive. So, and I'm glad it got a lot of attention when they announced it. It's quite significant. So I guess that's
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone already asked if I'm gonna support CSS animations from Reanimated 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I said yes, but in the future, like right now, we need to focus on the base stuff, and then we will improve our integrations with other frameworks and libraries.
Yeah, yeah. I think with native wind, it's something we're gonna like prioritize a little more in the forefront, right? Because for us, it's really important to be able to declare your animations in line, right? Like where you do this via like
Yeah,
configuration, basically. Like native wind's opinionated approach is a little bit more like how do we mirror how you would have done this on web, right? Um, especially for those people coming to React Native from web. But I think that ultimately just comes down to a matter of personal preference.
yeah.
And then we're just mapping really right to reanimated what they're doing. We're not trying to, like you said, we're not trying to like duplicate any of the logic if we can avoid it. So looks like our project is just about to launch. Yep.
Okay, we have error this time.
In the node module.
Expo unable to resolve expo asset. Do
That's
we need expo
interesting.
asset here? Let me check the.
Well, did you even change anything in there is the question.
I'm not sure. For sure, we don't have expo asset, but let me check the files for drawer. Replace style sheet, replace style sheet. That's all I've done. And here we have tabs, drawer again. Nothing important, nothing significant.
Mm-hmm.
Tabs up. Do we even use assets anywhere?
I'm trying to think. You're not. Are you running the configuration with the drawer right now, or are you just running the tabs one?
I'm running tabs. No, sorry, with the, let me check. I'm using drawer. So I built
Okay.
the project and then I
Let
selected.
me quickly run that on my end, and I can take a look at the project. Give me a second. So that's going to be Expo Router. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to run it with the configuration because I don't remember the exact naming of these things. So there might be an asset in there, like a specific asset that I added. I just don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so let's
So
go.
Expo Router, drawer plus tabs, style sheet, nothing, no. All right, so while that goes, close this out. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, that's so odd.
I'm not sure if that's the problem, but let me see. Okay, so I'm starting new version with Expo Asset. Is there even a package Expo Asset or assets? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it's assets,
Okay,
but I
yeah.
could be wrong. Let me look that up for you. Hold on.
Dude, I'm using WebStorm. I'm already fetching the information. So it's, yeah, so I even
It
have
is
the
Expo
description.
asset, actually.
Okay,
npx
cool.
expo install expo asset. Yeah.
So either I changed something in the template or you miss this import or dependency in this
Yeah,
template.
yeah. So that's why I just initialized a project with just style sheet.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if that's pertaining to what you've changed or the project itself.
Let me check package JSON template too.
Reload this. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it works for style sheet. But if we actually go into the code, and and I go to the package.json. And do we have Expo assets in here? There's no Expo asset in here, so I don't
That's
think it's a
interesting.
dependency of the drawer, but also you didn't add that. And we're using 52.0.3. I mean, actually, I don't know exactly what version we're running. Maybe worth checking exactly which version of Expo you're running.
52.
Yeah. Yeah, 52.0.30.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's going to be the same. Maybe clear Metro.
Okay. I just started. I need to rebuild the project because I used pre-built, yeah. And now let me try the cleaning Metro cache.
Yeah, there's the React Native, or I guess the Expo professional tool belt of things to try to quickly fix any given issue, and one of them is clear the Metro cache.
Yeah. Okay, it should open me up soon.
Whenever I meet up with Phil from Expo at conferences and stuff, I always take the opportunity. He works on Metro specific stuff over there at Expo. I always take the opportunity to talk to him about Metro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the facial expression the second you like mention Metro to him sometimes, or like one of its faults, is one of like a parent who you've just told like their child like, you know, stuck a fork in a socket or something, and just like, oh God, not again. You know, like Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop talking about this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like look, you know, he's just like, it's just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, it's really entertaining. I highly encourage it. Like if he's at React Native Connection, definitely take the opportunity to go up and just like
Sure, I will.
mention
Yeah.
Metro.
Okay, so I installed Expo asset and it works. So I'm not sure why.
Okay.
If that's the dependency, then cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we already have one
We still
screen
have that.
updated.
Yeah.
Okay, so easy peasy. Let's go through every file. Let's start with the layout. So here we have gesture handler. Looks good. Let's move to the. Okay, so you have also modal here somewhere. Okay, so you open tabs. Cool. Cool. Now we can also update model because I guess that's the same file for both templates.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could also, if you wanted to manually toggle the dark mode, light mode thing, you could conditionally place an element in the drawer, let's say, to, you know what I mean? Like toggle that.
Yeah,
we don't have to do that today, but just saying like,
sure.
if you wanted to, I think that's
like the moon and the sun, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. Like have a little element up there and people can just sort of toggle it and then go back to the app, and everything would change, right? Like,
yeah. Okay. But wait, I think model will work. Let me see. No. Okay, so we need to add the view with flex one and with background color, I guess.
which
or
why
not.
doesn't it work? Is this a different modal file? I thought it would be using the same one. Isn't it under like components or whatever?
Sorry,
or actually, no, the modal would be configured.
Okay, so that's the one. Maybe you need to have a background. Let me check quickly. No, it's something else. Like, okay, flex one.
It is flex one, yeah.
Okay, so let me try to quickly add style sheet.
Background red based debugging or driven development.
Yeah. So container, flex 1, and background color. Okay. And let's use styles, container. Yeah, so that's it. Still, I will update it later. So let's forget about the modal. And let's try to update. Maybe this time, let's focus on the drawer.
Yeah, I mean it's only going to
header,
be a couple of elements. I think there's like a tint color, there's a background color, and then there's
also,
our
you
icon.
remember all the options.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's open drawer, and here we have two tabs. Sorry, two links, I guess. Home is here, and here is the other one. So I guess here we need to change background color, screen options, style. Do we have like drawer style? Yeah, we have it. So we need to import use Unistyles. Theme. Why it's red? Okay, because this is a function, of course. Yeah, we have
There we go.
Dark color.
To the extent that we can't see anything now.
Yeah,
but it works.
so let's
I just want to point out that the top bar now like animates according to what is behind it, right? So when you switch and move the drawer away, you'll see the top status bar changes color.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The progress, that's like the human evolution progress on that thing right there. I mean, that has been a plague on the mobile development scene in iOS for fucking ever.
Yes. Okay, what else we need to update? I guess we need to. Do you like this blue color or not? We can update it for
I think I'm fine with the blue color. I was just going to say that you might, in this case, actually want to have an inactive icon color. Yeah, because like you can't quite see it anymore.
So do you remember? So it's inactive something?
We didn't create one for inactive in the theme. So it would require us to go back and create an inactive color unless you just wanted to have it be the icon color, itself.
Yeah,
Which I think is fine. I think that's fine because in this case with the drawer, to highlight that the item is selected, there's sort of like a background color tint, if you can see that.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that this is fine.
Okay, cool.
And then we'll want to make sure that those nav bars are handled, I guess, or the bottom tab and the nav bar.
Do you remember if I should do that? It's stuck, yeah?
Those are configured in stack options. Yeah. I don't remember if it's screen options or options. I can look that up. I think I want to say it's screen options. And then for the tab bars, it's called options, maybe.
So header style. We have background color. Let's import Unistyles. And theme. No, it's not. Stack.
It's not that one.
No.
Fascinating. Then try it on the individual screen, the stack screen. You
Okay,
see
here we
the
have tabs. And so we can do that here. I would try. Oh, okay, but we don't want to do that because it will
because then it
re-render the entire
mm,
screen. Okay, let's figure it out actually. Why it's not rendering? So we
let
have
me
tabs.
take
So let's start with tabs. Mm,
I'm just gonna run through the documentation real quick. Stack. Yeah, it says stack screen options header style is what you want. But you tried that and it didn't work.
mhm.
Um,
Okay, tab bar style. What else do we need? I have a template for the second, for the drawer, no, for the tabs. And it's layout tabs. Okay, yeah, I have everything from here. I can copy it simply.
okay, I see. So on stack, it's screen options. On a stack screen, it's just options. That naming makes sense.
Okay, so let me go back to layout. No, this one. Layout. No. So the drawer, we have tabs.
Well, how do we do it in the other one? Yeah, like it's just it's going to be under header style background color.
Should be this one, but it's not.
Well, in this case, the tab.
Okay, because header okay, so that's the different header, as you can see.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
So I need to take it out from here. So if it's not the tab, we need to go to layout, I guess, and paste it here. Will work?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And then the icon colors, are they the right color? I can't quite see.
It's the same color like in the previous
As the
template.
previous template. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, this works. Excellent. And then change it. The modal has one, it looks like also.
Let me check the model. So for the model, we need to use this tag, I guess, in options. Oh, no theme. That makes sense. Use Unistyles. Do we have it? Yes.
There it is. And then I don't think can you toggle back to regular theme and open the modal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have any icons, so we're all good.
So I guess we have everything about the expo. I just need to update the template, but we can skip it for now. I will do it later. Do you want me to take, for example, one template from React Navigation?
Yeah, I mean, I can take a stab at the React Navigation stuff as well. I mean, it's really up to you as far as we've been at this for like an hour. How much time are you wanting to devote to this? That's completely up to you.
Okay, so let me try to see one template for React Navigation.
Okay.
And we can wrap it up. Okay, so I didn't change anything in the template, so I will skip it. So I'm not building local Create Expo Stack. I will use previously generated binary.
Yep.
Yes. React Navigation. Which one would you like to check?
Let's keep it simple and just do stack.
Okay. Ruhestand is in German. Ruhestand.
It's definitely, I think it's Zustand. I might be
Zustand.
butchering
Okay.
the German there. I'll be chewed out by the Margello team later today, but you know, I'll ask them. You know, they'll confirm. You know, Mark and I will play. Mark Rusevi and I will play Call of Duty every once in a while and just shoot the shit. And I think I'll make fun of his English, and he'll make fun of my attempts to speak Austrian or German or whatever
I'm not sure if there
crazy
is a
languages.
sh in German, not like Zustand. I'm not sure if there
Yeah,
is a
they have
sh.
there's a couple nuances to the word. Like all at once. It's like Zustand or something like, and there's even, I don't know. There's just the German way of saying things, which is very matter of fact. In Polish, you would just spell it like in a fuck to death way that makes no sense with like 12 different, you know, CHs or CKs or something.
Yeah, but actually we have our own state management library, and it's called stan.js. So in English, it's state.js. So it's state is Polish stan.
Oh God.
Yeah. And actually, we are using Mark package underneath for native. It's
The
MMKV.
MMKV. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to build up the hype criticizing Mark's libraries, because that's mostly what I do is I just sit around and I just like criticize like shit post on Mark's stuff, you know. I think I had mentioned I've been working with the Margello team, and that's the energy I bring. I just like come in, I do some work, and then I just, you know, I shit post. I think the Margello Discord has actually become more degenerate with my presence. Like I just add in, yeah, like just stupid stuff. But yeah, no, MMKV is great. Vision Camera's great. He recently, I think, passed the library passed like 10 million downloads, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers.
The math be mathin'. But we can't let his ego get too far ahead of him, you know. We gotta knock him down a couple pegs every once in a while. So
but still, he creates a cool
he
library.
does. Yeah.
But he can improve. He can always improve.
Yeah. Let's focus on the how he can improve. You know, let's
Okay, so we have a different template, and here we have error that you need to enable new architecture.
Oh, we might have not done that for this one? Yeah. Wait, wouldn't we have done it because you didn't change
for Expo router? Yeah, I added it. Maybe you have second template. So it will be base. No, it will be packages, React navigation.
Yeah,
but it's not about the
Well,
React navigation.
I feel like whatever version. Which version of React navigation are we using even?
Let me check. It's 7.0.3.
Isn't that the latest version? Isn't React Navigation 7 the latest one?
Let me check. No, so yeah, but it's like the minor upgrade.
Okay.
Few versions. Okay, I know how to fix it, so we will check it later. But here, yeah, I don't see new architecture.
New architecture enabled, yeah.
So let me do it inline, but we need to pre-build one more time.
Which is fine, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies to Mark if he didn't want people to know this. I didn't know this. I found it out while we were playing Call of Duty. Before Mark was in React Native development, what do you venture to guess Mark was? I mean, he was in high school basically just before, because he's pretty young. What do you venture to guess was his profession before he did React Native stuff?
It's a tough question. Maybe he was working in construction or something. He was painting walls. I'm not sure.
I would love to see Mark doing construction. I would
Okay.
love to see Mark doing
Yeah,
construction.
the true architect.
Yeah. No, Mark was he was working, you know, the I don't know what they call them in Poland, but the ambulance
Mhm.
people, like
Mm, paramedic or
paramedic. Yeah. I
yeah.
didn't even know what they were called in English. That was trying to um yeah, and I think we were playing Call of Duty and he was just like, yeah, when I did that job, I just kind of realized like I need to never do this job. He's just like, I need to do whatever I need to do in order to not have this line of work. And I was just like, I get that. Because I think
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a similar experience in terms of working in other stuff. And I just realized like
Is
whatever
not
this
for you.
it's not for me. And whatever this
Yeah.
programming stuff is, it's more for me than what I was doing before. And that became a lot of the drive to like skill up in uh, React Native or just
Yeah.
mobile development in general. Were you doing something before React Native development?
No, no. I started as a programmer soon or during the university. So it was not even after the university. It was during the university.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was my first job. But actually, I was working for also as a insurance agent because my parents have
Wow.
insurance agency. So I was trying to make some money. But yeah,
Wow. That's I wish it wasn't in Polish so I could like ask you to like run a script on me right now. Like, could you sell me insurance? But you
yeah.
try to do it in Polish, maybe, you know. That's so interesting. Oh my God. I want to see. Did you have to wear like a suit and tie or like a dress shirt and
No,
all?
no, no.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
All right.
like a casual style.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Okay, we have one issue. Why is that? Like the uni feather icon is not working. So it's back button
The feather
because we didn't
icon.
import it with Unistyles, but it's not here. But yeah, here I forget to import it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go to the components, back button, and let's import it. Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
there you
We
go.
looks good. We still have
Well,
a
same
problem
thing.
with the
Yeah.
background. Yeah. But overall, you need to do the same stuff. So
So it's just going to be a lot of like, yeah, bringing in the background, especially the headers are really the most annoying part. I feel like
yeah, that's
the
why we should include it here. So everyone
yeah,
will be like, we'll have everything prepared to
yeah,
create a reproducer for Unistyles.
exactly. Yes. Um, so yeah, do we want to go through the stack one to change it, or do we want to kind of like leave that for a PR
Let's
kind
leave
of
it for
thing?
a PR. I guess I can
Okay.
finish this week 6 templates, three
If
for
you
export
could,
outer.
yeah,
Yeah, go
shoot me
on.
the branch you're working off of or whatever. I didn't see which branch you're working off of.
Yeah.
I could jump
You
in
know
and
what?
help.
What's the issue? Because I downloaded the local version of Create Expo Stack instead of forking it. So I need to merge it in fork.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry, that was my mistake from
Well,
2 weeks
no, I
ago.
mean, look, like you get to do all the work yourself. You know what? That's that's too damn bad, kind of thing. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just wait for whenever you make the next move then. But yeah, the home stretch here is basically that React navigation stuff, and at that point, it should be good outside of the formatting of the code, I think, or whatever. But um,
Yeah, correct.
yeah, yeah,
Should I
awesome.
also take a look to generate like additional templates with Zustand or other stuff, or it's
I
not
don't
related to the UI?
I would say open the PR without that.
Mhm.
I can do the check of whether that is affected by those. I think we even have a suite of tests that we run.
Okay.
Um, that just checks whether stuff minimally functions for the most popular configurations. And I think that that's really all we need to deploy to production for this. But regardless, I don't think that Zustand or EAS or any of that stuff introduces things that are going to affect
Okay.
styling. So
Okay, so I will check. I will check 7 templates: 3 for Expo Router, 3 for React Navigation, and one. I guess you have bare template without like navigation or not? Do you have it?
you can select, yeah, so that's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. When you are selecting, one of the questions is navigation, and it'll do Expo Router, React Navigation, and you can select none. So it'll just be a plain single page, single screen or whatever. Yeah. And but that's stupid simple, right? Like that's going to be way less stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 7 templates. I need to fork Create Expo Stack one more time, copy paste everything, and I will create a PR this week or next week. But I guess we are done. We are almost there.
Yeah, this is basically it. Like I don't even, if you want, we can schedule another stream to do this, to time box, make sure that it's on your schedule kind of thing. That's what I like using the streams for. But if you just want to knock it out, that's totally up to you. And then this would probably be a minor version bump for Create Expo Stack. And so long as people are running like at latest or whatever, it should, bump them to the newest one. I'm also going to be releasing, so I have on npm secured rn-new. So you're gonna not have to type out Create Expo Stack anymore. You can just do rn-new and then like whatever. So it'll be like way shorter.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice addition.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then I think we can wrap it there. Thank you for jumping on. I'm actually fully awake now, by the way. I'm not asleep. Yeah, which is
That's
good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be streaming with Mark also later regarding Native Wind. I think you'll be asleep because it's roughly around the time that our call was that one time that we did. But no, you missed it for a different reason actually. But I think regardless, it's like midnight your time, so no pressure. But I will be streaming with Mark Lawler later today. But yeah, cool. All right, I'll catch you on the flip side, and thank you for jumping on, everybody. We try to do these things like, I don't know, twice a week ish. We'll see how that plays out. All right, have a good one, everyone.
You,
yeah, see ya.
Bye bye.